we're doing some high octane fixing of resolution settings. Because Dwarf Fortress thinks that my 2 monitors are 1 monitor. So, let me see how I can make it not do that. Or at the very least, make it small enough that I can tell it, I can adjust its settings. You know what? Actually, this is silly. Hold on. We're smarter than this. We're better than this. I can make this work in a way that is intelligible. Play piano with Pangus. Does Pangus play piano? Or is Pang? Or are we talking about a different kind of Pang? I think we're talking about a different Pangus. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Here it is. Honestly, you guys are not learning anything valuable here. Anyway, no docs here. Wait, that's my Adobe stuff. Hold on. This isn't where that goes. Am I gonna dox myself? Works with hot dogs here, let's see why not. Alright, so I think if I go under... Yes. No, it'll be under my D... Which of these drives has my Steam library under it? Hold on. Elements. No, that one has Rockstar Games under it. That's Pazra. Where in the world is... Where's my Steam library? Where's my Steam? Okay, there it is. I think. Alright. So now we're going to Common, and somewhere in here there's Dwarf Fortress, right? No. It's not in here. Okay. Is it on this other folder? This is really strange. Did it somehow install this to my main hard drive? Because I didn't think I was doing that still. Alright, we're smarter than this. We're better than this. Hold on. We could do this the smart way. Okay, so Dwarf Fortress, first of all, I gotta turn off Dwarf Fortress. That has to die. Next, we go over here. We're gonna open up the properties, right? And in the properties, we go to local files. We can browse the local files. This will show me exactly where it's placed this, which is apparently my V drive. Now, for some reason, this isn't working. Why isn't this working? Browse. Go there, to the place where the file is. Well, I think that the game full locked. Hold on. All right, we're gonna try step 2. Wow, this is now in a completely different spot than it was before. Let's just kill it. All right. Now, if we go browse. Okay, I found it. It popped up on the wrong screen, but we got it here. Bam. Okay, now in here, there's probably a config file. There's probably a CFG. Somewhere in here, there's a .cfg file. Hold on. CFG. We're smarter than this. We can figure this out. .cfg. In the entirety of Dwarf Fortress, there must be a config file. Okay, there is not a config file. It's okay. Because we have the next best thing, right? We have this thing called command line. What is this? C readme. Nope, that's not what I'm looking for. Game log, file changes, readme, std out. Okay. So this is it trying to make a window in 2560 by 1440. But what if we did it in 800 by 600? Save. Output. That is the wrong screen still. Okay, I can actually see like most of the screen now. Just kidding. No, I can't. I don't think that actually changed anything about what happened here at all. I think STD out probably automatically reset itself the minute that the game opened. Okay, back to square one. That's fine. We got this. This is how I play video games anyway. Half the time, playing it on PC, this is what you do. You just... Yeah, it reset the STD out. Okay, hold on. I think I had an idea. What if 800 by 600 save? But here's the thing. Instead of just saving, we go into properties. We go into the security details. And we set the attribute to read only. Now it can't write to the file. The file has to remain exactly what it was. Let's go. It didn't like that. Okay, that's fine. Clearly, it needs write privileges to this file to do anything at all. So this isn't going to work. Back to the drawing board. Preferences. Init. Hey, okay, this is more like it. This is more like it. So this is the initializing features. It's a 1200 by 800 window. What the heck? How about 1440? What would it be? 1400 by 1080. All right, save. Let's see if that works out. This is looking promising. It looks like it kind of... That's still the wrong thing. I think this has made my problem even worse now. Okay, that's all right. I think I have a solution that'll fix this. So that had an effect. That did make a difference. A subtle difference. If we go into init, we go to... Oh, this is the windowed thing. But I can set it to windowed. Wait, I can set it to windowed. What if we do windowed 1920 by 1080? Save. Yes! Okay. Now, can I stretch the window? I can. Can I tell it to be 1440? 1440 by... Oh, boy. Does it not know what my resolution is at all? You know, I'm not sure I even care for this game. Maybe 1920 by 1080 on my 1440p monitor is the best it can do. It's not 4K. Is it 2560 by 1440? What the hell's my resolution? Hold on. We can figure this out. So if we go into the system settings, in here we got settings. And in settings we can... No, that's not it. Yeah, I should just be able to figure that out. Display? Display. Settings. Resolution. Alright. 2560. There it is. Now let's try full screen. Let's see if we can figure this out. Ooh, I don't like that. It really doesn't know how to do this. Okay. That's fine. I think what we'll have to do is play in a window. I'm willing to accept that this is going to have to be windowed. Alright, so one more time. Bring me to the files. Over here in data, init. Sorry, data pref. Wasn't it pref? Init. Yes. Okay. All right. I think that's just what we'll have to do. And then if I F11 this... F11's a mistake. Let's not. Okay, so that's the easy toggle to get this like so. And, I guess we'll just have to live with the taskbar. Or I should say, I'll have to live with the taskbar. You guys have the glorious option of just watching me do this. Game footage. Right, so I can just like peel this layer down here and move this up slightly. And, oh geez, it's gonna be weird about it. Maybe I can just do like, yeah, just like a regular stretch and a bit of a stretch. There. Okay, we can finally do this. So, first off, audio. We got lots of sounds. We've got an autosave. Hold up, I just realized I haven't toggled. So, first off, audio. We got lots of sounds. There it is. Here we are in Dwarf Fortress. Music's a little bit different than I remember. Music's also a little bit louder than I want it to be. Let's duck it down to something comfortable there. I'll probably want to duck most of the sounds down ever so slightly because it sounds like this game is not particularly audio balanced. Alright, and then we've got all these gameplay settings that I don't want to get into. Let's create a new world. Prepare to guide your stout charges to fortune in a world fraught with many perils. You'll begin by creating your world and watching the region's history unfold. Once this process is complete, you can prepare a group and send them out to seek wealth deep in the mountains. As you dig deeper and more citizens take up residence in your outpost, your doings will attract attention, both wanted and unwanted. Deal with challenges as they arise, and you might one day find that your humble settlement has grown to become a mountain home, the center of your civilization. All right, so first off, world map size. I think medium is fine. 100 years of history is fine. If we go much longer than that, it's going to take too long to generate. Number of civilizations, medium's fine. Number of sites, medium's fine. Number of beasts, fine. Natural savagery, medium. And we definitely want to have minerals pretty frequent. These are basically ideal settings as they are. I'd also like to move our chat box a little bit here. Trying to figure out what would be like the best home for it. Honestly, there's not really a good way of knowing until I see the menus. So we'll just deal with it for now. Yeah, this is definitely, so this is an original song from the game, but they've definitely revamped it. You can hear the addition of the hoo, hoo, hoo. It's nice. Very dwarfy. All right, so we've already rejected 2 instances of the portentous realms, but you can see in the first year, the Dwarf Logum Brockenstockades. Oh man, it's already gone. There's no hope. There's no hope of reading the whole history. All right. Someone important died. Oh no, a Hydra died. A goblin happened. There were some elves then. You can clearly see, like, this looks a lot more like what you'd hope it would look like. But yeah, there's like no... I'm gonna have to put this down here. Cool. The Age of Myth. Year 100. Historical figures 15675. An abridged chronicle. Alright, let's go ahead and hop in. I wonder if they've created the embark location selection process and made it a little bit more accessible. Because that part was always kind of confusing to make sense of. You had to be able to recognize that what you were manipulating were sort of separate squares of magnification on the world map. So there was like the big world map, and then you were choosing a slice of it. Adventure mode's not ready yet. Legends has been there before. Fortress is the real standout, though. So passing a few weeks to get things ready. You can see that the calendar is comprised of different things, and there's actually a tutorial. Non-interactive help will be available whatever you decide. Okay. I feel like this game is dense enough that I probably actually should. Let's do it. All right, so it's zooming in. It's preparing a map for me. You have arrived. After a journey from the mountain homes into the forbidden wilderness beyond, your harsh trek has finally ended. Your party of 7 is to make an outpost for the glory of all of Gostersburek. There are almost no supplies left, but with stout labor comes sustenance. Whether by bolt, plow, or hook, provide for your dwarves. You are expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the black bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history. Okay. Camera? You need to play ball. All right? None of this cutting me off business. Actually, hold on. I think there's a couple of things I need to adjust for that. But let me finish this sentence here. You're expecting a supply caravan just before winter entombs you, but it is spring now. Enough time to delve secure lodgings ere the black bears get hungry. A new chapter of dwarven history begins here at this place, Littistanad Torch Gates. Strike the earth. Wonderful. So, yeah. Let me just double check how the framing or cropping of this is happening. Because I kind of feel like I'm wasting some valuable real estate here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not centered at all. So if I was centered, it would want me to be, like, over here. But if I did this, I literally would not be able to play the video game. That's intense rain sound effects. How can I angle this that's gonna, like, give me the most to work with in terms of my space? So this is where I normally am. I would like to be more centered, which would mean being, like, about here. Well, that's more like it. It was just really, really way off. Okay, I feel better already. Because this whole time, like, I don't know, the past few streams, I'd be, like, getting up closer because, unfortunately, even with the world's biggest screen, sometimes the fonts are a little too small to read, so I'll pull myself forward. And once I've gone to that trouble, I mean, even now that I've pulled myself forward, it's, like, a bit of a problem. But this is something we can easily fix with the power of moving the green screen. Okay. Everything is perfect. It really throws me off because from my perspective, the way the camera's going, it looks like it's firing off that way, like almost exactly crooked. But sure enough, this is what it takes to make it look straight, so I'm not going to question it. Strike the earth! Hey, I have a camel? Oh, this is so great! Actually, every single critter has a tile. I can't speak to how this used to be, but this tile set looks amazing. It's got such a nice rustic feel to it. Your view is focused on one elevation at a time. To move the camera around, press WASD or hold the middle mouse button and drag the view. Move the camera. Oh. So I can use this, or I can hold the middle mouse button and drag. I wish it was a bit smoother. Because it does move the way that Dwarf Fortress has always moved. It's just... yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I'd really do the mouse drag just because of how lacking in smoothness that is. It's fine. Move the camera up. Move the camera down. Oh, I have to actually change the elevation. Is that what you want me to do? Hold shift to move faster. Is that the problem? I had to move faster. I don't think that really made a difference. Okay. Well, it probably wants me to hit E or C. Or roll the mouse wheel. See, that works a lot better for me. The view will be dark underground until you begin mining. You can move the camera to the surface with the surface button. The F1 hotkey will recenter on your wagon. Yes, it does. You can zoom in and out of the play area by using those things. Or control mouse wheel. Ooh. Wait, how does this differ from... I see. So if I want to see just a lot of stuff at once, I can do it that way. Why aren't there numbers and letters? They fixed it, Kyo. I don't know how that happened. There we go. Sliver's gone. But they've fixed it. They have added graphics. And yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I think that we maybe can be a little bit more creative with the chat positioning. Sorry for being really OCD about this today. But I feel like this probably will work. I don't see why not. It's time to get to work. Let's start by digging a stairwell into the ground. There may be plenty of hillside to dig into, but you'll want to seek wealth below the surface. Mining tasks are designated on the play area. Begin by clicking the highlighted mining button. There are several ways to mine. Stairwells start at one elevation and are completed at the next. Click the surface, move the camera down one level, and click the underground. Reversing the order also works. Okay. Hold up. So, mining mode. I'm in mining mode. They want me to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is like the one time I'm going to do that, because T for stair makes a lot of sense, right? Right, so stairwells at one elevation are complete at the next, so I'm going to need to move the camera down one level and click again to make the stairway. Cool. Now we'll unpause the game, but I'm pretty sure that's just space bar. And then we'll finish mining. There he goes. Nice. Oops, I did not mean to do that though. Can I not make more stairs? Good. Let's make a safe place to work. Select regular mining mode to the left of stair mining. Dig a rectangle around big enough for a large stockpile and some workshops. Consider that most workshops are 3x3 squares. Mining through the stone layers further down may take longer, but it leaves boulders which are essential building material. Later, you can consider making a meeting area from the zones menu. Otherwise, your citizens will continue to gather by the wagon outside. Okay. So, zones. Dig a rectangle, so we gotta dig. And you're saying 3x3. Oh, no, hold on. It doesn't actually care how big I make it. It just wants me to make sure that I have a 3x3 space at minimum. Which, I mean, that's fine. Something like that'll do. Wow, he's so fast! Look at this guy. All right. And he's gone. But the room's been completed, so that's neat. Okay. We need to build a workshop now, right? Dig a rectangle underground big enough for a large stockpile and some workshops. Oops, okay. Well, how far down do we want to go? They're talking about, like, different mining materials. K used to be how I could inspect, like, the materials I'm looking at. But I don't think it's taught me how to do that yet. So we're just going to make do. Let's just keep going down. I'm going to keep making stairs, to be honest. Ooh. Is it smart enough to build a bunch of stairs on the way down? Can he figure out... No, this is the wrong elevation, see? Because, like, I need a stair from here to here. There we go. Well, he's made it all the way down. I think he's slowly figuring it out. I just have no idea what that is over there. Place stock tiles for item storage, set plant gathering, tree chopping. How do I just observe? Open the justice menu, objects, nobles, work orders, labor, information, probably. But I'm not allowed to do that because I'm in a tutorial, so I'll just have to deal with it. Okay. So what's the deepest I've gone? About here? Good. Let's mine out. And we will do a relatively big chamber. Go, my dwarf minion. I can't wait for it to let me off the hook with the tutorials so that I can start playing the game the way I normally play it, where I look at everything in excruciating detail. Because once we're officially playing, we can start playing it the way that I like to, which is we get the ball rolling, and then we can start doing stuff like naming y'all as the dwarves. There could be a Kyoryu dwarf. Maybe this bearded fellow over here could be you. This guy right here. That's Kyo. The supplies on the wagon are in danger of being carried off by wild creatures. It's a time to build a stockpile underground to unload them. Stockpiles are crucial to the moving supplies around your fortress where they are needed. Stockpiles are placed with the stockpile button. Click it now. Okay, stockpile button. That is the stockpile button. Click the add button and click two corners of a rectangle somewhere safe to place your pile. Stockpiles can be placed both on the surface and underground. Once the pile is placed, click accept and select the all option. Okay. I will make this the stockpile. Yes. And I need to place an all stockpile, so everything's going to get put there now. Whoa! There they go. I realize, though, that we're going to need way more than this. Let's keep on the mining. Keep on expanding. Alright, with shelter ready underground, it's time to build. First, you need building materials like wood or boulders. Before you start chopping down trees, you may want to create a dedicated wood stockpile. Haulers will also drop wood in your all stockpile unless you turn it off in the custom stockpile menu. When you are ready, open the woodcutting menu and designate the trunk of a tree on the surface. Make sure your woodcutter can walk to the designated location. Alright, so open the woodcutting menu, designate a tree. So I think this is a tree. It looked like a tree on paper. Yeah, definitely a tree. That's 100% tree. Chop that. Does that actually... Oh, it does fell the entire thing. That's awesome. I don't think it used to work that way. I think you used to have to like go level by level. You can right-click to close the woodcutting mode. Right-click. Nice. Right-clicking closes most menus. If all your stockpiles are full, go ahead and place another one. Oh. Well, it would seem that that is the case. So, stockpile time. I'm gonna go... Cat, if you would please. Alright, I'm good with this just being like the stockpile room. And then this is gonna be for wood. Yes. And it's happening. There it goes. Now that you have the building materials, it's time to start building. Workshops are one of the many buildings you can place with the highlighted build button. Click it now. Oh, workshop time. All right. So we got a workshop here. Most workshops require building materials such as wood or boulders. If you have some wood stockpiled, you'll be able to place a carpenter's workshop. Click Workshops Carpenter and place the shop in an empty area on the surface or underground. Okay. So workshops, and then I think, did it specify? Oh, it wants a carpenter. Okay, carpenter. Yes. Select materials for the carpenter's workshop. Yes, I need... Oh, right, because you can build it out of any kind of material that you have, so it's going to make it with that. When unpaused, a worker should now build the workshop. Now, once the worker is done, click on the building to select it. Okay. Your industrious citizen will perform any task added to the workshop. Most objects that are placed, like doors and furniture, must first be built in a workshop. Furniture created at the carpenter's workshop usually takes 1 wood to build. Add a task and make a bed. Chop down more trees if necessary. Unpause and wait for the bed to be completed. Add a make bed task. Make my bed, dwarf. Oh, and I can search. That's wonderful. That's a new feature. So he's going to make a bed using cedar logs. Doing it? Oh, I have to place the bed. Okay, so now it's ready. This is a finely crafted cedar bed. Okay, but I want to place the cedar bed somewhere. They're found in the furniture category. Oh, hold on. Now that you have a bed, you can place it in the fortress. Use the build... Oh, okay, all right. So I don't actually have to look at this anymore. Now that you have a bed, you can place it in the fortress. Use the build menu to place it in a room underground, just like the workshop. Dig a new room first, if you like. Beds are found in the furniture category, right? So I'm gonna go up here and whoop, make a nice hallway to the room. And we're gonna make it something like that. This is gonna be a fancy room for the first fancy lad who deserves to have a bedroom. And I'm sure that they're going to go into all the details of assigning a room to a dwarf very soon. We used to have Hotel Le Dwarf back in, what was it, 2 years ago when we made our first fortress. I wonder if it's going to make me stick with Litistonod torch gates, or if it's going to give me the opportunity to embark on a different place. I'm not sure I care, to be honest. I am perfectly content with playing with the tutorial area, since I know how to play this game, which is its own hurdle, but I would not say I'm good at it, or even mediocre at it. I can just survive longer than the start of the game. So, bed placement time. That'll mean going under the furniture category. Where? Which one is that? Interesting. No. Furniture. I mean... Oh, we built a workshop the one time, right? Yeah, place structures and work areas. I'll bet it's in here. Furniture. Bed. So it would be F... No, it would be BFB bed. And then you can place your cedar bed like that. So they've implemented mouse control for people who are really intimidated by the keyboard, which is great. I'll still probably use the hotkeys because, much like an RTS game, it's just more efficient if you know the keys. And I do, but hey, it's nice that you have the option. With a bed placed, your workers will have somewhere to sleep. Later, you can create a room with a door and use the zones menu to assign an official bedroom for each resident. I'd also like to point out, rather hilariously, now that this is officially released on Steam, I don't think I've seen this many people playing Dwarf Fortress on Twitch in my life. This game is 20 years old, Y'all had so many opportunities to play it before this. I mean, they're all probably similar to me too, where it's like they've played it or were curious about it and are like, well, now that it's accessible on a platform. Right, so I need to place a door. To make a door. The rest of the interface is now enabled. You can click on creatures and items just as you can click on buildings to get more information about them. Click on a resident to see their needs, inventory, thoughts, relations, and more. You can also exit. Right. Cool. But I'm going to go over here, though. I'm going to add a new task, and I'm going to tell them to make a door. Okay. Because that's going to be important soon. And now I got to click on the resident. So here he is. I could do without all those creatures and that tangled greenery. He felt fondness talking with a friend. Euphoric due to inebriation. He felt fond remembering talking with a friend and was annoyed after having a drink. Actually, before I go into any of this, like, we're establishing this character of Tholtig Indocusis. But, who wants to be the woodworker? Who here, if anyone, wants to be this carpenter fella? This guy sounds like he could be a Kyo personality. But yeah, this is open door. If anybody wants to be dwarfed, let me know and I will place you. Who wants to be 82 years old? Just for the record, that's a young age for dwarves. But whoever takes it, you're gonna be halfway decent at wood burning. And just kidding, you're actually a novice. You're not good at wood burning, but you've tried it before. You've tried bow making before, and you are pretty competent at chopping trees and very proficient at making things from the wood you got from those trees. So it's all good. Unmet need: eat good meal, admire art, be with family, and pray fragile stunt. Pray fragile stunt. I don't know what that means. I hope that I can fulfill that need for him, though. He needs that. Whoever takes on this dwarf will also have good memory, high stamina, good analytical ability, and will be relatively introspective and cooperative while also being quick to recover. Hold on. Before I dive too much into this, I'm just going to make this a reward. I think that would be wise to just, like, really quickly hash this into my rewards system. Because this is probably one of the funnest parts of this game, is when people want to get thrown in there, and then we really get acquainted with the dwarf that you've inhabited. Let's see. First, I will reject all of these that are currently here, because I do not know if I fulfilled them. That just refunded a whole bunch of points for people, by the way. And I will be adding a new custom reward. All right. Barrier to entry, very little. Okay, I'm totally fine with this. And, let's see. I'm just gonna throw... What is this? Is that an option? I really just want to, like, get this moving quickly. Maybe if I go under here... like dwarfy themed. Could this work? No, that's not gonna work. Okay, never mind. Too much effort to, like, do that. Okay. There. It exists now. If you want to be dwarfed, just use the thing for it. And let me get my bot to do this as well. I can do this quickly, I promise. Alright, custom, add command, dwarf. There we go. That sounds fun. And okay, I think we're good to go. I think we could continue on here. So, feel free to pause and check out the information. Right-click to dismiss the information sheet. So, for now, I'm going to be the woodcutter because this is the first guy that I saw, and I want to feel connected with him. So this is going to be me. I have high analytical ability, good memory, high stamina. I hate cooperating, but I am very introspective. I know myself better than anyone, and I'm terrible at knowing other people. So, there's a lot of things you can learn here. Here's the relations. He's close friends with the expedition leader, close friends with the mason, close friends with the fisher dwarf. I mean, really, he's just close with everybody who's part of the group. That's kind of how you end up on an expedition like this anyway. He's part of the Hoary Salves, the civilization of the Hoary Salves, and he is a participant in the government of the fortification of romances. He's had a handful of thoughts, but mostly he talked with a friend. That's all he did with his life so far. Things about him. He has a little difficulty with words and meager creativity. He rarely looks on others with lust. He is prone to hatreds and often develops negative feelings. He is grounded in reality, does not generally seek retribution for past wrongs, tries to keep his things orderly, is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture, occasionally overindulges, is not particularly interested in what others think of him. He tends to stretch out when he's bored. But he needs alcohol to get through the working day, likes working outdoors, and grumbles only mildly at the inclement weather. So really pretty mild-mannered aside from the part where he lacks any ounce of creativity, which, I mean, I'm playing Dwarf Fortress, so, you know, I'm... items, he's got some cave spider silk trousers, an emu leather tunic, then spider silk gloves, alpaca socks, some pigtail shoes, and a copper battle axe. Now, as for appearances, which we can already make out quite a bit just from this little icon for him, but he is a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry, He is indefatigable, quite quick to heal, and rarely sick. Hold on. I always learn new words when I play this game. Indefatigable. Oh, hold on. So...
Indefatigable.
You heard it here, folks. That is a word that is pronounced in that fashion. Someone who persists tirelessly. Quick to heal and rarely sick, but is flimsy. That's kind of contradictory. How can you be flimsy and yet so hardy? He's short and very skinny. His very long beard is arranged in double braids. His sideburns are clean shaven. His very long mustache is arranged in double braids as well. His hair is clean shaven. He has a broad, prominent chin. His somewhat narrow gold eyes are slightly wide set. Great. So he's a tad derp. His nose bridge is slightly convex. His dark peach skin is slightly wrinkled. His ears are somewhat narrow. His hair is buff with a touch of gray. What would buff hair be? Are we talking about the fact that he has a buffed, bald head? Buffed hair. What is buffed hair? The buff is a long, wide tube of stretchy fabric that's intended to be scrunched up and... No, that can't be right. I have no idea what that means. I'm assuming it's because he's just, like, bald with a touch of gray. Like, he's got that traditional old man look about him. Other things about him, these are his skills. These are the rooms he's a part of. The overviews are really nice. So I don't think overview was, like, a thing before. You used to just, like, have to go under all kinds of different menus for all this information. So this is wonderful. You can get a real good sense of, like, his thoughts, what he needs, and then you can dig into the personality and stuff if you want to. But, you know, it makes sense that that's separated because it's not really relevant gameplay-wise. It's just flavor text. But I really like the fact that it's there nevertheless. Okay. Next. Important and somewhat urgent information is given as alerts on the left side of the screen. There have been several already. Hover over an alert icon to see the information. Left-click on an alert for recentering options and right-click to dismiss the alert. This is lovely as well. This alert is so prominent. I will not miss it the way that I often did in the original game. You could recenter on certain announcements. Right-click to close. This is an example alert. They are very important. Ignore them at your peril. So, right-click to dismiss the alert. Click to, okay. You may need supplies before the coming of winter. To trade with the autumn caravan, you must build a trade depot from the build menu. You need something of value to trade. Crafts are an easy way to make lots of trade goods quickly. Make the appropriate workshop with workshop's crafts. An obvious material to use to make the crafts is rock. If you dig down enough layers, you'll find a near infinite amount of boulders of various kinds, as well as some rough gems if you're lucky. Gems can be cut at the jeweler's workshop. Encrust them on crafts and other items to add even more value. There's a lot more to learn. As you enter new menus, there will be information and tips. The help button at the top of the screen contains more guides. Click it now, and this tutorial will be concluded. The game is open-ended, and you could do whatever you choose. If you'd like a goal, try to become a barony, then a mountain home. More likely, your dwarves will starve unless you read the first few guides here. And remember, losing is fun. Nice. Okay, so I guess we're off. I guess we're playing. So, ooh, stairs and things. So, first of all, we got that door, and I do think that setting up some bedrooms for folks will be overall a good idea. So let's start by setting doors. Interestingly enough, P is the button for door. Fine. So we're gonna set the room right there. That's the block. Oh, I made a mistake. Hold on, can we move this? I do think I can. Let me think about this for a second. Door is important. Wait, I can rename the cedar door. I can rename the door. Oh, wow. Okay. So, I screwed up. Okay, I gotta relearn the game a little bit because the interface has changed. Remove this building. That's what I wanted. Is there a shortcut for that? Not really. I just have to remove it, e-dwarves. I placed it too, I put it too far forward. Like what I'd really like to do is build doors, instead of at the end of the hall. Just so that there's that extra layer of choke point towards the bedroom. You know, people aren't just gonna flood in if we're like under attack or something. I do feel a little bit odd having having this bedroom just have magnetite in it. Maybe we should do a little bit of diggy hole over there. While we're at it, I would like to set a bedroom. It used to be that you would just like select the bed and then you could set the bedroom from there. Do I even have to do that anymore? Let's see. Bins, bags, barrels. Pop up. Rooms. Survival. They'll need shelter, drink, and food. Use the arrow at the top of this window to minimize the tutorial when it obscures your view. By now, you should have a room underground where your residents can hide from creatures above. To make sure they spend their free time down there, you will need to use the zones menu to create a meeting area. Later, you may try the burrows menu to create a safe place for your civilians to hide when real trouble comes. Okay, so meeting area is fun. I agree that we should have one of those. This seems like a valid meeting area for them to just hang out. Meeting area is fine. Some essential tasks must be assigned from the labor menu. Click here to make sure you have a miner, a woodcutter, and a fisher dwarf. Well, I'm pretty sure the woodworker is my woodcutter. That's not exactly efficient. It's not my favorite, but that's a thing. So who's selected to do this? Just Mr. Timbertaft. You love me, BF. Thank you, Inzano Filipino. I appreciate it. So, I'm a competent woodcutter, and that's what I do. I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm very proficient at woodcraft. So I wonder if we've got someone who's a little bit more, oop, not you. Let me see if I can just figure a few things out about my dwarves real quick. So, here. Before we get too invested in this. Wow, this guy is such a weirdo. This guy, is this a child? Or is this a real person? 52 years old. No, he's not a child. This dude just... He has the weirdest model I've ever seen. Unless this is... Is this a female dwarf? Oh, it's a female dwarf. Okay. That makes a little more sense. In that case... Several Galley Prairies. Well, alright. I'm not going to read too much into them right now or we're going to be here all day. But this is a stone crafter and a metal crafter, and that's all they're good for. So, who else have we got? We've got our miner. He is a talented miner and appraiser. It seems those are the only skills he has. What about you, Mr. Expedition Leader? You are very good at being socially aware, and you're adequate at organizing. What a useful person to have in the party. And then we have a planter. He's good at planting and keeping records. So that sucks. I think our expedition leader should take on some choppy so that he can develop that skill. Because right now, the only thing that he does with his life is organize other people to do things. And at this stage, where it is a team of exactly 7 people, we simply do not need someone who is designated as leader. We have to wear different hats here, or we're not going to survive. So let's go ahead and pop open our designations. We're going to set you to woodcut. You are not a woodcutter. I do not need you doing that task because you will be busy being an actual wood. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Ah. Oh no. Have they made it not possible? I can't separate it out? Is my woodcutter doomed to also be my main wood crafter, and there is no other way? Oh wait, I think I understand, because this is work. This is like tasks, not crafts. That confuses me somewhat. Can I get a better sense of this? Should have these assigned already. That's fantastic. Then woodcutting detail. I don't know what that means for the guy that knows carpentry. I think the carpenter will automatically do carpentry because he has carpentry skill. It's just going to come naturally to him. But we'll see. We'll observe what happens. In the meantime, our miners, we have this guy. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be the miner. And we have a separate mason, so that's fine. And then we've got a fisher dwarf who is good at fishing. So I think the rest of this is good. And then plant gatherer. Plant gatherer is our planter. Actually, no, wait. Our planter is our planter, I'm sorry. Plant gatherer, everybody does this, right? Haulers, everybody does this. Orderlies, everyone does this. Everybody does stone cutting. That doesn't seem reasonable. I would prefer it to go to the guy that's good at it. Okay. Anyone else have any hidden skills that they want to make known? We don't have hunters here, so this is going to be a very fish and agrarian society. Okay. There are two ways to make drinks for your residents. The main way is by brewing alcohol. I keep flipping between whether or not to do a voice. The tutorials are going to kill my voice if I keep doing this, so. The main way is by brewing alcohol. This is done by building a still. From the build menu using workshops, farming, still. Once the still is constructed, click on it and add the task brew drink from plant or fruit. If you have no suitable plants, you may try planting or gathering. The task also requires a barrel from the carpenter's workshop. If you survive until the caravan comes, you may also trade for drinks or plants there. The number of drink rations can be seen at the top of the screen. Is that so? Where? Drink. About 30, right, because we actually have a dwarf whose whole thing is like taking stock, or at least part of what he's good at is taking stock, and those estimates are based off of how talented our dwarf is at doing that. So hopefully we have someone who's at least adequate at math. If you survive until the caravan comes, absent alcohol, and in warmer weather, you can designate a water source from the zones menu at a river or pond so that your residents have water to drink. You'll want one of these anyway for other purposes, like cleaning and certain workshop tasks. You may find water underground. You can also find it at rivers, though people might get washed away that way. I do think it would be a good idea to assign, though. So here's our water source at a brook. Let's designate this zone for drinking water. Water source. Okay. Hopefully that pans out. And then back to our expedition zone and the mysterious stairs that lead down into the ground. Ooh, what is that? Rough-hewn gray chalcedony cluster. Okay. Well, anyway, all the way at the bottom here, we've got our stone, and yeah, the magnetite just keeps on going. So let's begin with designating mining. We're just going to go until it stops being magnetite in this direction. We'll use that to assess how the rest of this room is going to go. So he's digging out there, and then at the workshop, I want us to be making barrels. So add new task, barrel. Make wooden barrel. Let's make that a repeating task. That's going to be important for a while. While those barrels are getting crafted, if we could have someone... Ooh, this game is running way fast. I wonder if I can control that, because right now it's uncomfortably fast. Let's see. Bloop. Hello, Alchemy Fox. How you doing? Show frames per second. Game frames per second cap. Yeah. Don't go faster than like 60, please. 100's a bit crazy. That's a lot better. Ooh, there's limonite over here too. So we can go ahead and do, what was it, P? Nope, not P. M for mining. Let's mine this out. Let's mine that out. I think we're going to set another door here, actually. So, yes, I am still the one that's crafting the stuff with wood. So that's neat. I do need to set a designation, though, for wood chopping, which is L. If my team would be so kind as to just chop all these trees. Did that not take? Why didn't that work? Chop all of these, please. Thank you. All right, so he's going to set to work on that big old tree. It's the first tree he ever did. You want to be dwarf? You're going to have to use one of the rewards with points. Lets you get dwarfed. But if you use that, I will dwarf you. You want to be a brewing dwarf. So you want to be the planter then. Because I think that's going to double up. At least right now, that's going to double up. Oh, look at all these dogs just hanging out. Hold on. Look at these wonderful little pooches who are annoyed to be caught in the rain. Yes. Okay. Let me see if I can find a planter. I wonder if there's a quick way for me to find... Like, there's a really easy way to do this in the original game. But I wonder if I can, like, shoot straight to my dwarves with any of these menus. Let's see. Nobles and Administrators menu. Ah, Citizen Information. That's what I wanted. Here it is. Planter. So, this guy was originally Kib Sibrekid, also known as Kib Salviers. But from this day forward, he will be known as Alchemy Fox. Alchemy Fox is a 51-year-old dwarf who is healthy. And while this gives us a good thing here, I want to look at the personality, right? So you have a great kinesthetic sense. You have a very good feel for social relationships and have an ability to read emotions fairly well, but you have no patience. You are shameless, absolutely unfazed by the thoughts of others. You only rarely feel strong cravings or urges. You're stingy with resources on projects and refuse to expend any extra effort. You often act with compassion. You tend not to be swayed by emotional appeals. You are often nervous. You're moved by art and natural beauty, and you are troubled by this since you dislike the natural world. You find helping others emotionally rewarding. You're somewhat fearful in the face of imminent danger. You tend to square this natural tendency with your respective martial prowess, but prefer to present yourself modestly. You take offered help and gifts without feeling particularly grateful, and have a noticeable lack of perseverance. As like all doors, you need alcohol to get through the working day, and you like working outdoors and grumble only mildly at inclement weather. In terms of your values, like others in your culture, you have a great deal of respect for the law. You greatly prize loyalty, see friendship as one of the finer things in life, believe that honesty is a high ideal. You greatly respect artists and their works. You really respect those that take the time to master a skill, respect fair dealing and fair play, value cooperation, find merrymaking and partying worthwhile activities, value martial prowess, value leisure time, respect commerce, and find nature somewhat disturbing. You personally value self-control, consider craftsdwarfship to be relatively worthless, value hard work, and do not care about family one way or the other, but you dream of one day mastering a skill. And apparently that skill is planting, because that's the one you're best at. In terms of preferences, you're a big fan of limestone, gold, brown, jasper, donkey leather, the color teal, tetrahedras, battle axes, cabinets, crutches, blue peafowls, because of their enormous fantails, and the sound of the colors of inking. When possible, you prefer to consume tiger, spelt beer, kangaroo's milk, and fonio flour. You hate hamsters. You absolutely are disgusted by hamsters. They are the worst thing ever created by God. So those are the general things about you. Other things that might be important. Right, the appearance, right? Where was that appearance tab at? Oh, it's military groups. There is a section for this. Where did it go? Health? No. Description. Yes. You're a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. You're very slow to tire, quite durable, very strong, and rarely sick. You have a very long beard that is braided. Your medium-length sideburns are also braided. Your very long mustache is neatly combed. Your hair, clean-shaven. You have a very clear voice, a broad chin, somewhat short ears that are extremely narrow, a nose bridge that is slightly convex, a nose that is somewhat short. Your hair is auburn, your skin is pale chestnut, and your eyes are brass. I don't know if that means eyes the color of brass, or if your eyes are literally brass eyeballs that you cannot see, and you have long ago replaced your eyes with metal. Take it how you will. But you are currently my dedicated planter, and one day, you might be my brewer, but I don't know if I actually have a brew, a capable, any kind of capacity for brewing. Let's see. Labor menu. Brew. Does anybody brew? We have some drinks of dwarven wine, but honestly, I think we just need to make a still and see how that goes. Okay, so other things that I need to assess. I kind of need to see a stockpile. So like if we look at just... Oh, the stockpile's up there. We got 30 drink. But what kind? Actually, no, the plants are what I care about. I care about the plants here. I want to know. What plants do we have? Pet/livestock, not quite what I wanted to see. Objects? No. No. Oh, there's turkeys on the map. Task information. Labor, work order menu, nobles, objects menu. Law? If you have a law enforcement administrator like a sheriff or captain of the guard, witnesses of crimes will make reports which find their way here. Certain crimes are indicative of a larger problem, so you should pay attention to them, and affected victims and family members get upset if crime is ignored. It's up to you to choose whom to convict. All available witness information is presented for each case. You can also interrogate suspects. This is particularly important for schemes where the witnesses might not have the full story. It is recommended to place a certain number of cages and chains and assign them to dungeon zones. Officers may opt for physical punishment if they cannot carry out custodial sentences. I have literally never gotten to the phase of actually using a justice system in these games. Here you can view your nobles, as well as assign your administrators, military leaders, and other officials. Militia commanders are assigned here. Once the first leader is assigned, subsequent captain positions will appear. These can also be assigned from the squad menu. Certain important functions in your fortress can only be performed by assigned administrators, such as the manager and bookkeeper. Once they are assigned, you can create work orders, run a hospital, and count and appraise your hoard. Nobles and certain administrators require rooms, and some may also make demands. Well, I know that that means that the expedition leader should probably be taken care of. Ah, he needs a dining room, Wow, he needs a lot of stuff. A study, quarters, dining room, tomb. He wants it all, man. Okay. Well, I have no idea how to check what plants I've got, and I'm not sure it matters because my distillery will probably tell me just as part of its menu. So we're just gonna focus on that for now. So you got a guy making barrels now. That's neat. But while he's making barrels, we're gonna make a plant-makey thing. To do that, I'm gonna have to hit B here, go to my workshops, which are W, nope, not W, what is it? O. And then from O, we're gonna do a farm. I completely forgot we need a farm. That's okay. Distillery. Why isn't that visible? Have I played this before on stream? I have Kixari, but not this version. This is the first time I've ever played the Steam version, and it does have an entirely different sound effects and also have the tile set. But yeah, we've played it a couple of times on stream. Never said hi because you were gaming. No worries, man. Well, this is odd, isn't it? Is there a different thing for the distillery? Or have they combined them? Make crafts for your people. Soap making, siege, carpenter, bowyer, ashery. Music could be a tad louder. Is it really quiet? I can boost it if you want. To me, it was fairly loud. There you go. Boosted. Alright, so what is that? A mollusk? A snail? I have a snail here? Can I look at the snail? Am I permitted to view details about a snail? I can't view things about a snail, but I can look at this stray billy goat, who's grouchy about rain. Okay. Well, that's neat. Oh, once I have something like Cowlinite, I can click on it and it'll show me what I can use it for. So it can make clay stuff. What is this? Iron. Magnetite iron. Hematite iron. Good. So you've got regular metals. You want snail? Can I do anything with snail, I wonder? Well, here's what I know for sure we're gonna do. We need to expand this out. So I'm gonna... but this is all... I think I know what we're gonna do. So we're gonna make a little hall structure here. Just enough to separate this out. And then this is where our underground mushroom Kate, like, farmstead is gonna go. Up here, this is gonna get expanded. We're gonna make... Since I've already dug out this corridor, I think we're gonna make this part of his room. We're gonna give him a dining room, which is gonna extend out like this. And we're also gonna give him, I don't know, this is just gonna be a spare room. And over here, this can be like a tiny little thing for him. There's like, just like a special little tiny chamber. So we've got that in place. We're making our expansion here for farming. And then in this direction, we probably want an expanded stockpile for pretty much all of these. Particularly what I'd like to do, I want to route my dwarves around the stockpile so they don't have to trip over them on their way in. So what we'll probably do is actually do M, make a little hall that just runs to this end. And then, you know, this is where the carpenter does his business. Maybe let's run the main meeting hall out this way, and we'll actually make this room huge, because this is going to be like the main, like, central square, if you will. Oh, Dictator Taft. Very well, Kixari. It is time. To be perfectly honest, I wish that there was a way for me to set up an audio alert when those trigger. Why are these two separate but the same heart emotes? I don't know, Kixari. But also, I need to get rid of those because they're part of, they were part of a charity event. Okay, so we now have our bedroom with several rooms up here for me. Not for me. Hold on. Okay, before I continue, do you guys think I should be the craft dwarf? I think it makes sense for me to be the expedition leader. So I'm gonna change this so that I can be full dictator. So first of all, I don't know what's going on or why I can't. There we go. So you are not Timber Taft. Oh no, I hit the bad button. I hit a bad button. I hit the button that makes it go full screen. I'm terribly sorry. Okay. Hopefully that didn't break anything. Well, now it's a little weird, isn't it? Hopefully it's not cutting off too bad, if at all. Okay. So, I am not Timber Taft. That's Tholtig Endocasis. And instead, let me find the guy who's currently chopping trees. This is me. You are Moma's Alathsvefon, also known as Mama's Bolted Fountain. You are now Timber Taft. Okay. And I will be dictator while I describe to you who it is that is demanding to have bed, to have dining room, to have tomb for himself before anyone else's needs can be met. So, to start with, I'm a short, sturdy creature fond of drink and industry. I am mighty, but susceptible to disease and very quick to tire. My hair is dry. I have a very long beard that is neatly combed. My medium-length sideburns are braided. I have a very long mustache arranged in double braids. My very long hair is arranged in double braids. My nose bridge is very convex. I have a broad chin, a clear voice, a somewhat short ears that are extremely narrow, with copper eyes that have thin irises. My hair is burnt sienna, and my skin is burnt umber. What the hell is... What is sienna? What color? Color. Sienna. I feel like I've seen... Okay, so this is sienna. This is the color of sienna. It looks like just shy of salmon, I guess. But anyway. So that is my appearance. Other things to know about me, I am 62 years old. And I have a great feel for social relationships, and I'm very creative. but I cannot focus, and I have poor kinesthetic sense. I'm confident under pressure. I accept favors without developing a sense of obligation, preferring to act as the current situation demands. I tend to assume the worst of two outcomes that will be the one that come to pass. I do not often feel lustful. I tend to be a little tight with resources when working on projects. I'm very humble. I like to keep things practical without delving too deeply into the abstract. I do not have a great aesthetic sensitivity, and I'm conflicted by this value as in artwork and its creation. I don't often experience strong cravings or urges. I tend to be passive in discussions, stubborn, slow to anger, and generally I act with a narrow focus on my current activity while living a very fast-paced life. I need alcohol to get through the working day, like working out days, and grumble only mildly at inclement weather. In terms of values, I hold craft stewardship to be at the highest. I think gray is something that just everybody has. Yes, I think I value, every dwarf feels that way. I personally value loyalty, and somewhat am put off by trade and commerce. I see guile and cunning as indirect and somewhat worthless, and do not care about family one way or the other. But I dream of one day creating a great work of art, such as how to find one's purpose in Xenoclash. That is a true work of art that should be consumed by every human being that walks the earth. Phantom the Bunny the Dwarf. Very well. Oh, first, hold on. Preferences. I like gypsum, lead, cinnamon grossular, rhesus macaque leather, white, bowed gibbon teeth, the color cerulean, suns. I like many suns, buckets, dogs for their loyalty, the word of the lavender packs, and the sound of the colors of inking. When possible, I prefer to consume shad, hagfish, buckwheat beer, and hemp flour. I hate blood gnats. This is actually, I'm really happy that I made this switch because this guy, I feel like I resonate with this one. I feel like I actually am represented in game somewhat as I chop this tree. Anyway, Phantom the Bunny in the game. There is one small problem with that, which is I don't think we have a bunny in our party. I see a cat wandering around. So if I do add Phantom the Bunny, how do you want me to do him? Do you want me to actually name an animal after him, or do you just want me to make Phantom the Bunny a dwarf? Oh, Phantom the Bunny the dwarf. You actually said it yourself. Okay. Let me find... Which of our dwarves would make the best bunny? I'd say the planter, but you're already filling that role. We did already read Thultig, so I feel like I owe him... I owe a dwarfing to him. And he is a pretty easily annoyed and irritable dwarf, so I feel like he would be appropriate. Phantom the Bunny. There he is. Phantom the Bunny, Endoxys Woodworker. Also known as Attic Snarled. But yeah, we did read his story earlier, but pretty irritable fella. Okay. So... Romanian warlord terrorizing dwarf folk. Alright, so next up, I created this hallway to kind of step around these stockpiles, but I do think we need to build them out into like more of an actual thing. So what we're going to do is probably thread this... Well, yeah, I think we'll just do a general expansion this way into some kind of additional stockpile. And I may do something like this. Just try and make them a little bit more room-like because these ones were built as part of the tutorial and they're sort of kind of just a little tiny bit in the way. All right, let's see what happens. Mining dwarf's about to get very overwhelmed. Let's go up. Cool. So chopping of trees is definitely happening. What happened here? The wagon wheel's fallen off. I don't know if that's a sign that something's gone wrong or if we just sort of... Phantom hates wood. Good point. Yep. All right. There's also like a lot to expand over here for this room. How do I assign a bed to someone? In bed. Bed. This is a finely crafted cedar bed. Very nice. How do I give it to someone? Is this a zoning thing? Like, oh, bedroom. Yes. I will make it this. This is the bedroom. Accept. And then we will also... Okay, so the rest of this we still have to do. Okay. And then, is there a way to assign a bedroom? Certain zones can be placed several at a time. Just make sure you have the correct furniture placed in the rooms with doors or vertical entries separating each room before you begin. Yes. So now that this is a bedroom, how do I give it to someone? Already seen happiness and stress. Attract migrants, build a settlement, food. Huh. Okay. I guess I'll just let stuff roll for a bit here and see where it takes us. I can already tell that our stockpile is going to need to expand quite a bit, though. Stockpile, control. I think it was this one, P. Yeah. And then... erase a portion of the stockpile. Hold left button to draw. Food. Oh, wow. Is this guy upset with me? He might be. Alright, so... I mean, the fact that these stockpiles are here won't matter soon, because we're going to have a very different approach to them. I do want a connector here between this room and maybe this room. Like so, that would be good. There's another path that people can take if they want, while we expand our network of caves. I would like to get planting soon, though. We got a few people sleeping on the job here. I'm starting to understand why 100 might have been the cap, because it felt too fast initially, but now that I'm seeing the pace of the game, this is probably too slow at 60. 100. Ooh, you know what? What if I set it to my refresh rate? I'm just curious, like, what would happen if I set it to 144 on that frame rate? So that would be... There it goes. Alright, so they're doing their business. That cat is just flying, dude. What's your deal, stray cat? Was blissful after a bath? That doesn't sound very cat-like. Whoa. A blue jay. A dead blue jay? What are you doing? Oh, you're fishing. Oh, there's all kind of mussel shells and stuff out there? Ooh. Almost forgot that, like, a craft store would probably be a good inclusion on the team. It looks like we got these rooms finished, which is fantastic because they could use... I could use some extra space for things. So I think what we're going to do is stockpile... What's the button here? I actually have to start painting like this. That makes sense to me. And we're also going to do something like this, which is just like a middle stockpile. And if I could delete just a little bit of this so that it doesn't exist. No, I didn't mean to do that. Aw. Darn it. Bam. Except I want this one to be stone. Stone. I would actually like this one to be all except I do not want... Oh, is there not a way to do this? Stone. I don't want stone in this one. Huh. Well, that's annoying. Custom. That's what I wanted. Okay. So I want everything to be able to go here, but here's the big things that I do not want in this place. I will not accept corpses. Corpses. No kinds of corpses, please. And I do not want wood here. I do not want stone here. Of any kind. Everything else is fair game for now. Oh, and probably not refuse. Refuse should go in its own separate place. There we go. Alright. That all sounds good to me. Up top, we have a place for corpses and trash and things. That's going to be... what's going to be our dump? Maybe over here in this corner. This looks pretty dumpy. So we're just going to... make a big ol' landfill. You're gonna be corpses. But really, you're gonna be corpses and also refuse of all kinds. Good. That is where those go. Alright, team, set about moving the things, please. Alright, so slowly but surely we're moving stuff around. We're probably going to want to mine this out some more. I get the impression that there's going to be way more stone than this. And this is going to be a very important part of our thing. Except I would like to undo this mining designation. I don't think that that really makes sense. How do I... like, can I do that? Bam. Okay, good. Just so that there's no risk of, like, connecting over and exposing a different choke point in our base. Now, this might be a good time for me to start actually building workshops, so... farming could be fun. Oh, wow. There's just like a whole thing here. Okay. Well, this is a hell of a lot better than what it was. So... we can make farm plots. So I do think that we want the farmer to have his own little shop space. It'll probably be over there once that gets done. What should go up here into the current meeting area, which once our miner finishes up, it's going to be a little bit better. I think we're a little over-reliant on one miner. I think right now, at least, I would like our mason to contribute to that job. Because you're not doing anything right now, Mr. Mason. So, like... yes, work details. How about you contribute a tad, eh? Wait, what is the difference between a stone crafter and a mason? It doesn't matter. All of them can help. All of them will contribute. We have an expert miner who will teach them his ways. I think we have enough pickaxes for this. If we don't, someone's going to hurt themselves trying to punch rocks with their fists. I just want to expand quicker because this is taking too long. Like, we have so many people who could potentially be mining. So much hematite. All right. This big meeting area space is going to be really handy once it's ready. Still haven't figured out how to assign this bed. How do I assign the bed? Here you can view nobles and such. Very well. So, how do I... Symbols to wear. Wombat leather quill. Ashen bucket. I will be wearing the ashen bucket, yes. This is how you know that I am who I say I am. And, name the symbol. Base lenses, the paints of comedy. How about... what was that thing that the guy liked? The sound of a thing? I mean, really, it's for my own benefit, so... I guess I'll name it that for now. Coordinate work orders. Oh my god, there's so many things. Places. Wait, this bedroom is Alchemy Fox's? What happens if I click this? Huh? This is a bedroom. I would like this to be Timbertaft's bed, thank you. There we go. Well, you'll get your own room soon enough, but my dwarf is persnickety. He needs very specific quarters and stuff. Who is this? Oh, you're very... Are you upset about that? Hold on. Did this anger you, Alchemy Fox? Annoyed after... Well, no. You haven't been too upset about it yet. I think you just came in to talk with me, who is your friend. So that's good. You want one by your farm? Well, that's in progress right now. Oh no, a lot of animals are hungry for some reason. Are we bad on food right now? No, we're okay on food. I think we need to make a grazing area. Let's see. One of the... No, not a stockpile. A zone. Pen, pasture. Certain livestock need to graze on grass. Assign these animals to a pasture zone. No fencing is needed. Yes, that would explain why things are not going so great for y'all. So that's the trash area over there. I'm going to set them to graze, well, out at pasture where there's not anything to ruin their lives. Hopefully nothing bad happens, but that's going to be where they go. Except... I think that worked. Yeah. All right. That should fix their hunger situation, I think. Are they not smart enough to go? Yes. All right. Select animals to be placed in this pasture zone. They will stay after being led here. I want every animal to be here. Okay, for the record, I don't know about dogs and cats. I don't know what they eat. But the horses, the two-humped camel, the duck, the billy goat, these kind of need to be out here. Cats can wander, dogs can wander. I don't know what to do about their food, though. And honestly, so long as they're strays, that's probably going to be a problem. They go, the duck's being led. Sickly, recovers slowly. Wow, they can get grouchy from being caught in the rain. Ooh. Did he die? No. Okay. Their dwarf feeds them. Well, they're all strays, though. No one owns them right now. So unless I have the power to assign an owner to a stray dog... About them. Cannot be assigned work. Has no relationships. Pets / livestock. Okay. It is a domesticated stray dog. Assign a trainer to this dog. So I think making them war dogs would be nice. Ah! Yes, it can be a pet. Available as pet. Available as pet. Available as pet. Available as pet. Now, I do think... Is there an advantage... Like, let me see. Talking with this creature will receive war training. War animals have more lethal attacks. Okay. Talking with this creature will be slaughtered at a butcher house. Whether it'll be gelded at a farmer's workshop when the opportunity arises. I don't know what gelding means. What is a geld? Define gelding. It means... Oh. Gelding is castration. I guess that's one way to control our animal population, but I don't think we're at a point right now where I'd be bothered if they did do the things. Okay. We have 2 male horses and no way for them to reproduce, 2 female cats and no way for them to reproduce, a billy goat male, a duck, and I think that those ones we shouldn't get too attached to. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. So the rest of these can be pets. And I think, like, I'm okay with these 2 stray dogs getting trained as war dogs and then becoming the pets of someone. Cats don't like having owners. You don't get pet cats in this game. Overall training. What is that? Oh. Bug bats have a general familiarity. Cap hoppers, cave swallows. Okay. Well, that's neat. We also have some hoary marmots out there. Oh, look at him. Hold on. Look at the marmots. They actually kind of look like capybaras. Let me see. Are marmots kind of capybaras? Like, oh. Wow, dude. I mean, I'm really impressed by the detail in these icons. Like, that is, you know, for the size and scope of the tile set, like, that is pretty dang close to this marmot. That is what a marmot is. Let's see. I'm curious. Let's learn a little bit more about these marmots out here in the field, shall we? So we don't know a lot about their thoughts. They're 4 years old and healthy, but it has great intuition and a natural ability with music, but has questionable spatial sense and little patience. This marmot has hold on, hold on. Hold on. Do I have something that could like? Do I have like a nature documentary music? That's a little too mysterious. That's like when you tune into the Aliens show on the History Channel. I need something a little bit more like, you know. That's too peaceful. I need like. Okay, I'm gonna look for like a specific thing here. So we've got too peaceful. Everything else in here is like old-fashioned. I don't know if I have something that suits this mood. I might have to like build sexy music. What do I have here? Sexy. The hoary marmot has great intuition and a natural ability with music, but he has a questionable spatial sense and little patience. He has such developed a sense of optimism that he always assumes the best outcome will eventually occur, no matter what. He feels a strong need to reciprocate any favor done for him. He has a strong sense of duty. He seeks out exciting and adventurous situations, avoids crowds, is somewhat uncomfortable around those that appear unusual or live differently from himself, but doesn't mind wearing something special now and again. He tends to consider what others think of him. He is somewhat quarrelsome, is often nervous, and tends to form only tenuous emotional bonds with others. That was our first marmot, but don't be too disappointed, because here is the other one. Both of them male, by the way. Are these the same? Did I click on the same one? Ah, here we go. This hoary marmot has an amazing spatial sense, a very good feel for social relationships with a great memory, but he has a large deficit of willpower and very bad intuition. He disdains even the best advice of associates and family, relying strictly on his own counsel. He tends to be passive in discussions, likes to keep things practical, without delving too deeply into the abstract. He doesn't cling tightly to ideas and is open to changing his mind. He doesn't often experience strong cravings or urges. He is quick to form negative views about things, tries to do things correctly each time, is slow to trust others, likes to take things easy, handle stress, and makes a small mess with his own possessions, but is slow to anger, doesn't often feel envious of others, does not feel lustful, and scatters things often. So those are our local marmots, just having the time of their life out there. We have a dwarven child. When did that happen? Our local marmots, just having the time of their life out there. Mistim Ugashalan, new arrival. I don't remember when that happened, but oh, we have new arrivals in general. I didn't notice these things happening. So an animal has grown to be a camel, but some migrants arrived. Yes, that is what I was looking for. So here's the migrants. How long ago did this happen? Oh no, I didn't realize that we Are they already in my base, like, doing stuff? That's a little bit shocking. Like, an alert noise might have been nice, just to know that this thing has happened. Like, now we have a bush tit. When did the bush tit happen? Oh, no, we actually have an urgent alert. Alright, but that peril doesn't matter. The migrants is old. Person becoming a carpenter, that's not really surprising. Weather's cleared, it started raining, it's now summer. So I think the baby came with the migrants. They came with child. And that child is now playing make-believe. I cannot believe it. Oh, there's the baby. Wow. That's a pretty grown-up baby, man. That 14-year-old child. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, she's doing fine. She's a she. She's having a good time. But the main centerpiece here is almost finished. And best of all, I feel like this entire stockpile over here is just like gonna grow. Because now I've got to go in and paint this whole situation. Alright, now we can finally move some of these rocks to where they belong. And the miners can continue to mine and create an even larger stockpile of rocks for us. Oh, we can finally do planting. Hold on. So this is an opportunity for workshops, farming, farm plots. Select material after placing... Oh, this is not soil? I thought for sure this was soil. Oh, no. Well, that room's not going to be what I thought it was after all. We kind of need dirt for this, so instead, let's just dig. We're going to dig out a nice, long plot here. At this stage, I think we can place a workshop, which will be the farm. I'm thinking we'll place the farmer plot here. We'll build it out of, well, if it'll let me build it out of clay stone, I would rather build it out of clay stone just for the sake of... You realize why? Yeah, it does auto-duck. Does it auto-duck too intensely? Like, I do want to make sure that I can be heard. Now, that said, I always have the option to do this. Just set game audio to, like, maximum and count on the ducking to make me audible. I just want to make sure it doesn't, like, clip. So I'll set it to, like, -2 and see if that's good enough. Oh, we got an opportunity here for workshop, farming, farm plots. This is a lot more accessible for people. Like, the amount of not having to remember hotkeys is kind of nice. Oh, wait. You wanted a house out here, too. I remember that. How about we do a little something like this, right? Now, you're just a farmer. So don't expect anything fancy here, alright? You're getting, like, a 3x3 room. Oh, Alchemy Fox is already, like, set to creating these farm plots, so good on you for that. And we're also probably going to want a still up here because I remember you were interested in making that happen. So maybe you can do something like this. Gonna leave that annoying little piece there so that you have that separator, right? As you go to the still. So farming, still make it happen. Meanwhile, our guy's been making barrels nonstop. I think this is a good time to stop that for now. We've got a lot of barrels, an insane, unacceptable amount of barrels. Please make a bed, and then once you're done with that, please make a door, and make a bunch of make a bunch of doors. We could really use doors. All right, now the rest of this, I think I am actually going to reduce the speed because I don't like pausing, but it is definitely like zipping a little too much. Like I need time to think. So I will set it back down to 60. I think 60 was a reasonable pace. We'll see if that ends up being true or not, but running at about half speed should make this a little easier on me. P stockpile. Oh, not a stockpile. I need a zone. I want to set up not a dining hall necessarily. Well, what's the things that my guy needs? Let me see here. So you, as my noble, they cannot be reassigned. Administrators handle different aspects of your fortress. He considers his quarters meager. He has no study, no dining room, no tomb. Okay. Well, I should probably make your room bigger then. And you want to make a dining room. Ooh, eat at the zone. When not assigned a particular citizen, citizens without their own dining hall will eat there. Yeah, I'll give you a dining hall. This is the dining hall. And I will also give you a office. Okay, this is a little bit big for an office. Hold on. Yes, remove that. This should actually be the office. And then this will be the dining hall. Doors or vertical entry separating each room before we begin. Okay. And if I look at spaces or something like that, places, yes, this office belongs to me. And this dining hall belongs to me. There we go. And once that expands, I can make that bedroom much nicer. Overall, I don't think I'll be able to make a stockpile big enough here for what I need to do. Like, for one thing, how do I... Okay. Nope, that's... I want to view the stockpile. I want to paint a bigger stockpile. This is now part of that stockpile. Because rocks are just something we're going to have constantly. I'm at the point now where I kind of want to get a workshop that's just for for other stuff. So let's make this the meeting hall, or the meeting area. This giant room. Y'all can meet in there. In the meantime, I want to get this area. I want to click it. I want to get rid of that one. And instead, I'm going to place a workshop for the stoneworker. Or do I want the mason? Let's see. What does the mason do? You can use the masons to do... I'm not entirely sure. There's always crafts. Crafts are a good moneymaker. Make stone furniture here as well as blocks which are used in constructions. Pretty essential having a stoneworker. So I'd say we make a clay thing of that. Those are like vital. And then over back in this corner I think is where we're going to put our craft dwarf thing. Shop. How about crafts? I don't even know if we have a crafts dwarf. Yeah, that's the little meeting room over there. Everything's going great. I'm now at the part where I think we should probably... I don't know, protect our space a little bit. Like, constructions, walls, supports. These could be nice. Wagon trails, I never even considered that. Wall. Let's start with a wall, nice and simple. You know, nothing too extravagant. All right. Our stone person is going to have to start working real hard on making... what is it? All? Huh. That's a little weird. So you make instruments, you make rock doors, grates, weapon racks, slabs. I think we need slabs to make walls. Did I understand that correctly? Like if I want to make a wall... going to require me to do... Oh, I can make it out of any of these materials. Which I mostly got claystone. Is there any reason why I shouldn't use claystone? Do it. This is probably what the mason's for. Then we're going to make another wall. This is really just to give myself enough room to sort of play with. What is this? N? And then wall is L. Stone, some more. And then another wall. And last but not least, a little bit more wall. Whoops. But I think over here we'll want something more like a gate. Hatches can be placed at the tops of stairwells or above ramps to control movement in the fort when they are forbidden or attached to levers. doors can also be forbidden or attached. Okay. Cool. Plenty of stuff that you can mess with here. Ooh, windmills? Levers, mechanisms, all of this is stuff that I'm not smart enough at using. But that's okay. Trade depot is important. We're going to want one of these. I regret not making this space bigger because I now need to cancel a whole bunch of walls. No walls for me. All right, back to trade depot. Very critical that this exists. And I'll probably just wipe some more of this. Actually, why not just wall in our entire wagon? Oops. Walls. Keep it up. Well, this is unintentionally a very creatively shaped wall. All right, cool, cool. Clay stones. Let's keep it up. And then a little bit more on the walling. Walls up there. Bam. Clay stone through and through, except for these two, which I keep forgetting about. I'll probably undo these two bottom ones because that way it runs out to the refuse area. And then we'll deal with doors. Okay, so we're just gonna wait on that while all of this gets built out. In the meantime, is there like tower or traps, stonefall, weapon, even just like a military vantage place? Ballista fires a ballista arrow in one of the 4 cardinal directions. The operator can adjust the aim slightly. These seem dangerous, risky to use. Well, I feel like I shouldn't get too armed. I'm anticipating weird stuff eventually, but right now it's sort of like, whatever. I hope claystone is, like, relatively strong. What doing? Tell me. Well, I'm building some walls for the main entrance to my, my abode. Also, you have... So we have a fallow plot here, but we should really... Oh, it's poor soil? Cavern soil is best? What soil is this? Clay. Oh. Cave soil is best. But, wait. This cave soil? Silt? I wonder if I can get a little bit of instruction here on planting. There's some food on the embark wagon, and you can trade for food, but you can also grow your own. The wagon comes with some seeds, but as you might expect, these crops must be grown underground. Using mining orders, you'll need to carve out a rectangular area underground for your farm plot. The underground rectangle must be near the surface, where there is soil, loam, clay, or sand. 1 level down should suffice before you hit rock. The highest mountain elevation do not have soil. Make sure to leave the ceiling above intact so the underground soil doesn't receive any sunlight. With the subterranean soil floor exposed, you can place an underground farm plot. This isn't rich soil, but will suffice for now. Dig deeper to find better soil. Ah. You need to select the crops to be grown each season. Click on the farm plot. Plump helmets are edible, and the default wagon comes with plump helmet spawn, which are their seeds. Note that you can obtain above-ground seeds from trade or by eating gathered plants, but above-ground farming exposes your planters to dangers and the elements. Now your planters, those that can access both the farm plant and the spawn, will plant the field, and after a period of growth, they'll be harvested. If you'd like to focus a few of your citizens on farming, which gives skill benefits, you can assign them to the planter's work detail from the labor menu. Fertilizer and skilled planters have a direct impact on crop yield. These effects are more pronounced deep underground, where you can locate the cavern biome and its rich soil. Potash is the fertilizer of choice, and it can be created in the ashery using ash from wood burned in a wood furnace. A water source zone and a bucket are also required. Fertilizer is not needed to farm. Okay, potash. So we'll start with plump helmets then. That sounds like what it's setting me up for. And anyone to use? We're out of drink. Oh no. Brew drink from plant. Add new task. Yes, repeat that for a while because we're going to be in trouble soon when we have no drink. We also need... So we're about to do some planting. That's good. Oh, I never adjusted this room. This needs to be expanded. Except, maybe I like that room better. Now that I am what I am. Meager dining room. Meager studies, meager quarters. No tomb. Well, let me get you at least a tomb. How's that? I'll even set it up for you like this. And we'll deal with that momentarily. Speaking of which, this guy's making a lot of doors, isn't he? I don't know where he's putting the doors either. Oh, actually, I do know where he's putting the doors. They're all over here. Let's stop doing that task. Let's make table. A wooden table. Desk. Let's see. No desk. Chair. Let's make chair. Let's make chair. Let's make chair. And let's make desk. Is desk not a thing? I don't know. All right, so down here. I wonder, can you make desk? You can make a throne, statues, coffers. Saving. Probably the season transitioned. I don't know what that means. Expensive save. Ah, we made a masterpiece ginkgo wood barrel. Nice. Yeah, this guy should also make a coffin. No coffin. What? Coffin's totally a thing you would make. Coffin. Coffin. Who makes coffin? I could have sworn that's a thing that this dude would know how to make. Let me see. Dig deeper. Happiness and stress. Other food sources. I mean, I should really just go through this because I'm semi-clueless. If there's a river or pond nearby, you may consider fishing. If the water isn't frozen, a worker with the fishing labor assigned will begin fishing automatically. You can optionally choose to designate a fishing zone if you don't want your workers going far afield. Remember, your workers do not eat raw fish. You must build a fishery to prepare them. Do this by selecting workshops, farming, fishery. It is possible to survive by gathering plants outside. Do this by selecting the gathering order, then draw a rectangle. Meat from livestock you slaughter as a source of food. To slaughter an animal, you must first build a butcher shop. Do this by selecting blah. Once the shop is built, open the creatures info menu. Okay, so we're gonna do some fish, I think. Which should probably be in a similar space to the farm area. I'll just make an extension here, and this will be the area for the fishing dwarf guy. What am I doing here? Do I know how to brew? I sure thought that that would be your thing. Oh, I'm rusty at organizing. I got rusty at organizing. It's been so long since I've had to organize the people. Also, I think we're at a good spot for doors up front now. Oh, but we don't have any made of stone. That's kind of critical for these big ol' front doors. How about door? Rock door. And rock door. We really need this to be made of firm stuff. And I don't know if we have a crafts dwarf, but I'm going to assume that someone out there would like to do this task. Like, there's bones and shells. I saw that we have a lot of shells, so like... It'd be nice if I could just tell them to make whatever here. Like... Make... There it is. Crafts. Make... Ivory/tooth crafts. Make shell crafts. Yes. Do that one. So people are busy at work. Oh, Alchemy Fox is also using the thing. I guess a lot of people can use the still at the same time. Ooh, what are these guys doing up here? Oh, they're sleeping in the grass. Oh, no, we gotta fix that. I forgot completely about the whole bedroom situation, which is what this meeting area is supposed to connect to, is like a spindle of rooms. So let's give like 2 halls width and 3 by 3. This is going to be just kind of where people go to have rooms for now. They're not going to be big or special. They will be rooms. How many dwarves do I have? 11? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we can do the same thing off this end. 1, 2. Whoops. That's not going to work. Try that again. Here we go. Shoot. This side's a little bit odd to work with. 1, 2. Three. And I guess we'll start the first couple of rooms on this side, just to get it going. I do kind of wish that this bed was more centered. But hey, everybody is active and busy. Everybody is almost happy. Like, half the population's in a good mood right now. I think once they have a room to live in, they'll feel even better about it. Claystone doors, yes. And no trader needed at the trade post. Is there anyone who should be a trader? We got labor, we got tasks, we got nobles and administrators. I would like to have manager must validate work orders. That would be me. I will do that. Oh, his study has been met. So I'm glad he likes the study. I don't know why the quarters don't count. Like, is it that he didn't need a bedroom? Do you want to be the broker? Does anybody have appraisal, actually? I didn't even really realize. But, like, who is good at that? Just several people are now miners just because it became their new thing. Dead slash missing. Fortunately, no one. Oh no! They're dingoes! They're on the other side of the river, but the dingoes are here, and that's kind of dangerous. I don't think I'm too worried about the dingoes just because, like, children and such are on this side of the river. I could see them going after our pasture, though. And I don't like that. We don't have to go crazy with how we keep this pasture under control, but, like, I think, just like what we did in the other area, some walls would probably be a good preventative measure. I think this sort of captures it. Darn it. Wow, I wish I could select all of these. So I've got to be really careful when I'm doing zoning mixed with other aspects. I mean, I wonder if this is worth it, or if it would be better to just have some war dogs stationed here. Right now, I don't think there's any harm in having war dogs in pasture. Like, if they don't mind. Oh, but this is only if they're stray. Are they just regular dogs? Those ones? Hmm. I'm good with the war dog being positioned here. I would like to know why the other dogs haven't been made into anything, though. If that's maybe just, like, me not being good at distributing certain labor. Ah, work details. Work details are one way you can control which workers do which tasks, and they are the only way to assign certain tasks like mining, woodcutting, hunting, and fishing. Generally, almost every task will be available for every citizen, but you can both restrict both citizens and tasks. Citizens are restricted by using their specialization button. Tasks are restricted by setting their work detail to only select to do this. So a task does not have okay. Add new work detail. Oh my god. That would have been good to know. Alright, so we need someone specialized to do and I would like someone to be good with the animals. An animal trainer. Oh, that's actually I think our Fisher Dwarf's going to be too busy for that. But let's see. Who would be most well qualified, especially since we did get new people? Are any of them capable? Wish that there was an easier way to look at just their abilities. So, skilled at that. Oh, adequate animal caretaker. Okay. Well, Dobar, I'm gonna make you kind of a thing, man. Dobar's business. Dobar, Dobar, Dobar. You are this. And I would actually say, Mr. Dobar, that unless you're exceptionally good at that, I would prefer you to do something different. So looking at him now, like he's a skilled miner, but we have people who are good at that. So with that in mind, looking at pets and livestock. Oh, I have both of these dogs. These are mine now. Interesting, interesting. Why is it not a war dog, though? I guess once it's somebody's pet, it can't really be, trained for that. Oops. Well, that's fine, I guess. No one wants the dogs that are actually meant for certain things. Assign this creature as a work animal for a specific citizen or resident. Well, we have a hunter. This one's gonna have to go to, Dobar. And the war dog, that one's tough. That one's tough because I don't really know who would benefit most from something like that. Well, I'll let this run for a while. that's right. Yeah, it would probably be good if I put some furniture down. Like a table here in this dining hall. I think that would be good. F, chair. I'll just put one chair here for now since he's only going to need one chair unless he brings guests. I mean, maybe a second chair would be good. Just in case he has a guest visiting. And then over here... He's content with this, with the state of his of his office right now, which is just weird. Cabinet, slab, burial. Oh, well, perfect. That's where we're gonna go with that. Burial. Coffin object must be made before it can be placed. Well, fine. I'm sure someone will want to make those eventually. We might be running out of wood. Maybe I'll set my guy out to do some more of that. What is that? L? Choppy choppy. Maybe not so much. Trees are lovely. It's fall. Probably gonna snow in game soon. Oh, is this not... Oh, we've made a lot of drink. And now we have no food. Is this fallow again? Yes. Please don't be. We need more than that. So we have a food problem. Here you can see every item in the fortress. Click on category headings to collapse and expand them. If you don't have a bookkeeper or they don't have an office to work in, numbers may be approximate. I mean, we only have one person who's even remotely qualified to be an administrator, so pretty much anything to do with administration, like, that's gonna have to fall to me. I have a high precision with stock, that's good. Don't know if I'm particularly good at brokering, but that is what I'm doing. Should I be the militia commander too? For now, probably. Gotta wear multiple hats when you're the leader of a small group. No idea what I'm doing. So many of these things I didn't even touch in the base game because I didn't know they were features I could use. Although it is a grim reminder of the winter hardships to come, the supply caravan from the hoary salves is a welcome sight. Their eyes are alight with the anticipation of inspecting the splendid products of your industrious craft stores. Take careful stock of your own stores. What these merchants offer might very well be the difference between a prosperous future and a slow, meaningless death. I think... Goods to/from depot. Yes, please move muscle shell amulets here. Pigtail ropes. We have a lot of high quality doors that we made. It's kind of silly that I used all this wood for this purpose. Also, we're going to be using those soon, so maybe not the best idea to do that. Value roughly 10 on muscle shell earring. Let's bring it. Figurines. Sure. quivers. Whistle shell rings, yes. We've got gems. These will sell well. If only I had made them not rough. If only I had a jeweler. These tourmalines are very valuable. These are worth bringing. I don't know if we're actually going to do anything with them, but... Whoops. Keep the splints. Regular stone, if I really have to, I can sell it off. Copper short swords. Oh, interesting. I only have a handful of weapons for my dwarves. I don't even have enough to equip the entire group if I needed to. Who are you? My fisher dwarf. Have you actually been fishing? What tasks have you been up to lately? He's an adept fisher dwarf. I mean, you see, after being unable to help anybody for too long, annoyed by the lack of chairs. That's alright, we'll figure that stuff out. Oh, here's the caravan. Alright, tons of stuff going on. Diplomacy. The expedition leader Timbertaft meets with Craftsdorf Sibrick Urvandiner. I'm your liaison from the mountain homes. Let's discuss your situation. The world is the same as ever. Alright. Well then. Let's go. Go ahead and go with, what do they sell that's useful? I am out of food. And that's going to be a big problem going into the winter. So that's going to be my primary thing that I'm looking for. Meat, fish. They have cave lobsters and cave fish. Oh, make requests for next caravan. They'll charge more for these items. Yeah, bring us... I mean, it's hard for me to do this when I don't even know what you brought this year. But I guess the stuff that I would need would probably be weapons. So, spears. And battle axes. Bolts. And some picks. And let's go with the food stuff now, which is going to be... Please bring us... See, I think the easiest thing would be cheese. But definitely bring Dwarven Ale. I think Dwarven Ale and Dwarven Beer is well liked. And bring us some... cheese. We can actually make cheese from camels. I have camels, so that's going to be interesting. Horse cheese. Sure. Sheep cheese is good. Meats. I wonder if we should go for some tripe or something. There's just so many options, dude. I don't know. Bring me fish. Bring me cave fish. And definitely bring me seeds. Because if I run out of seeds, I'm real screwed. Seeds. Plump helmet's a big deal. Dimple cups. Okay. Well, we finalized the import agreement. Feel free to go over the documents. Requested priced at 210%. Alright, so everything will be double next time. That's okay. Let's discuss what we are willing to offer for your craft storeship. A need for bracelets is expected, and if you are able to provide some, the caravan will offer 186%. This export agreement only applies to trades next year, not with any merchants currently present. Okay. Bracelets of any kind, eh? I want an axe. Don't worry, I put battle axes out there. But this wasn't for... This isn't what we were buying. We're, just doing our best here. I do think the broker should be here, but I'm eating right now, so I hope that I show up soon. Why am I eating right now at this most critical of times? Okay, I'm starting to trade a depot. Good. I'm not there yet. There we go. Okay, trade. So, they've got rose gold. Oh wow, you can just buy up their whole... That's awesome. So, they got some crutches. They got wheels of cheese. If I buy up all their cheese, that's going to cost an arm and a leg. It's actually very expensive to get any of those. So let me see what I can do that's, like, affordable. So first of all, leaves and fruit. That's all pretty cheap. I will take the leaves and fruit. That is edible stuff. They also have all of these plants. Wait, those are actual plump helmets, though. I don't necessarily want to buy those up because they're more expensive. What I think would be better is this fish that they're giving me pretty well discounted. And we've got all these prepared meats, which if we ignore the prepared leopard brain, everything else is reasonable. And then they've got some very expensive bolts. Lots of silk, among other things. Maybe one day I'll care about that stuff, but I don't see it mattering right now. There's also a handful of things like copper bucklers, iron shields, various objects. Alchemy Fox wanted an axe. It looks like they have a training axe. I don't know if they have anything in the way of, like, a war axe. Axe. Giant axe blades. Giant silver axe blade. A little too expensive. You'll get the training axe. Let's see. Spears. Not bad. Sword. Shield. Hammer. There's a couple war hammers here. I'll take those. Axe, hammer. Hammer, sword, spear. Am I missing something? Halberd? Is there such a thing? They offer cut gems, some blocks, raw crystal glass, sandy clay. Oh, wow. Just some horses and donkeys. I don't remember the gender of our horses, so I may need to come for a second round of stuff here first. But allowed weight 420R. Hopefully nothing I've got is too heavy. We'll start with the higher value items. Anything that's been produced, like amulets, rings, I'm good with selling those. 78. Darn. If I sell the tourmaline and the rough bone opal, like, I feel annoyed that I'm losing these the way that I'm losing them, but we'll get more. Right now, let's just make sure that we can cover the expenses. Greater profit. Wow, I had to give him almost everything that I pulled in here so far to afford this. That's what we'll have to do. Trade. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business, for sure. And then, before we head too far off, I do need to assess the condition of our livestock. So we have, wow, we have a bunch of stray puppies. That's fun. So our horses, we have 2 male horses. So I think getting 2 female horses would be good. Horse. Well, they only have 1 horse. Do I have any donkeys in my livestock? I have no donkeys. I would not benefit much from getting a donkey. Okay. So then horse time. Oops. If I buy the horse is going to cost 200. I don't have the money for that, really. No horses for the horses, sorry. Just so that the horses could be, like, potentially taken care of later. Anyway, you wanted a room. I never really did make that happen. So I'm going to set that up real quick. Furniture, bed, there you go. Bayberry bed. And similarly, all these rooms need to get made eventually. Do I like my room yet? Is that something that's happened? No, he still doesn't like his quarters or his dining room. Or maybe this, no. No, because these would be highlighted if it was met. So, like, literally, the only thing I've met is the study. I wonder if it's because these walls don't exist. Like, if I build a wall right here, and I do the same thing on the opposite end, just a wall with claystone, and then we put a door, like so. I think all the doors are currently preoccupied, so I'll probably just have to do wall, claystone, wall, claystone. Come back to that later. Carpenter would like to do me the honors of making some more doors. No, we don't need to make more doors, actually. This is just because all the doors went to the shop up here, where I don't really need them to be here anymore. Like anything, whoops. Like, door. Please return these. Items being traded. How do I move stuff that I'm not trading back? Looks like it's all actually not there. So I don't know what the deal was with not being able to place the doors. Oh, because it needs a wall. Derp. Stray puppies. That actually reminds me. I assign these pets a person to train them. Oh, stray billy goat. Well, that's nice that there is one. Tame puppies belonging to no one. A little weird. I don't have, like, the same options as before. Also, what happened to my cats? Did I lose cats? Nothing to catch in the northern swamps. I stopped making fermentable plants. The war dog made the puppies. Craftsdorf has arrived. Merchants have arrived. Momu's Alath-Sivan has become an expedition leader. Probably temporary. Okay. Clear our alerts a little bit. You're not brokered, so like the things that they were going to sell me, they've sold me. The things that I've sold them, they have it now. So they can take the rest of their goods with them home. Be on their merry way. And I think we should definitely create an actual food stockpile. Like 100%. Oop. Thought that was my mining button. There we go. Yeah, so definitely over here, and then I would say something like this should be where the food goes. Oh yeah, we got tons of food now too. I'm sure at least some of it was fish stuff though. Why are my miners not setting to any of this work? Oh. Oh yeah, I don't think I want my miners doing that stuff. Hold on, task. Store item in stockpile. Yeah, I think labor, haulers. I do not want... I definitely don't want my miners doing this. So, everybody does this, but not this guy, alright? Or I should say, like, the carpenter can do it. The fisher can do it. The mason can definitely do it. Actually, not the mason, because he also mines. I can do it. Kind of risky to make me do that, though. Metalsmith's never going to be doing anything. The metal crafter's never going to be doing anything. And this guy's not actually a miner, so he can do it too. Okay. That all works. Staffed. Cancel stockpile records. Need office. Update stockpile records. Needs office. What happened to my office, though? I do have an office. This is your office. Well. Yep, my mason's making the walls. That makes sense. So everything's going according to plan right now. Felling a tree. I don't even remember. Ah, still busy on that task. Miners are finally doing actual work again. That's good. We have good supplies. Half of our population is happy, and half of them are kind of whatever about everything. This is limonite. Our hauler is immediately going to take that. Oh no, what's his deal? I feel so good. Unmet need has to help somebody. Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? It really doesn't look like a happiness. Health. Is becoming unhappy because of his unmet need, I'll bet, right? Oh, he wants mugs and cups. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, that would probably be a nice thing to have. Mug. Cup. Is this a thing that the stonemason would be doing? Mug. Oop. Oh, stop that. Mug. Cup. Who makes cups? Oh, you can make coffins. Good. Make a coffin. Who can make cups? Gauntlet. That's not a cup. A goblet would be a cup. Rock. Mug. Oh my god, you can make jugs and mugs. Well, please do. We have no shortage of rocks to consume, so have at you. I still haven't really figured out this animal training thing. Like, I got a guy that can totally do it. Maybe I have to be a little bit more designative with the skills. Like, I never made this one into anything. Like, huntery stuff. Hunting / related, yes, please do all those things. I'll call this, animal guy. There we go. And that's gonna go to you. I actually think that might make him a little too busy to be a hauler. So don't do that. We already have a metal crafter, a metal smith, a fisher, dwarf, and a carpenter who all do that. But honestly, I think the metal crafters are going to be the least busy. They can haul stuff. Alright, so that's all going according to plan. Lizard remains, hamster remains. What stuff's been going on that I haven't even been seeing or spotting? No official position. Hopefully our little war dog's been keeping busy. Still need an office. Oh, this is done? That's good. So Z. Bedroom. Accept. This will go to Alchemy Fox. Bam, that is your room. Congratulations, you have a bed. Aren't you happy that you have a bed? Rooms. Happy to have one. You're not a noble, so I don't have to worry about really supplementing that with much. And then the rest of these guys are probably getting upset because they don't have their own rooms either. Waiting on our miners to get that taken care of. One thing is certain, though. Doors are very important. And we should probably have some. Get those placed. Want your axe? I don't know how to assign you to have an axe. So, like, you've got this. Let me see. Objects. Objects. So, there are artifacts, such as the Nabarish, the Ushur wire-trotted family heirlooms. Look at the stocks. Try and find axe. Giant silver axe blade. Weapons. Here we go. So this object, view, though it's still not, the trade still hasn't finished processing. So until that happens, we're just waiting there. Workshop, farming, fishery. Get that out here. Oh no, the cardinal died. I do wish... Is there not a way to view area history still? Because I always found it interesting. Even if it wasn't related to one of my dwarves, just to like look at stuff that's been happening recently. So like, there's the place information center. Creatures. Dead / missing, none. I wonder if they got rid of it in this version just because it was creating too much complexity. Set high and low traffic areas, hauling routes, burrows. Designate for dumping and smelting. Oh, because we can probably do that. There's quinoa. It's probably a little too late for the collecting now, but I didn't realize that that was a thing. Yeah, fruits and leaves. These are all plums. Oh my god. Collect these plums, guys. That is food. I could have had that food for free. Ah, rip. Why are you so mad? You want to help somebody. I don't know how to help you help somebody. What does that mean? Altruistic. Help somebody. Let's see. Refuse and dumping, bins, bags, and barrels, trade, office and administrative work, happiness and stress. Okay. Like, what constitutes helping? You want to help someone. How about I assign you to be... Oh. You actually do have some work animals, it looks like. Maybe I could create a new labor. Call it healthcare. While there's no one who needs healthcare right now, maybe that's a thing that you could do. Doctor. Let's see. Who is that guy again? The one who would really like to help people? I'm gonna make you a doctor, alright? There. You have no experience with it. You're mostly a fisher dwarf. But in addition to removing hooks from the mouths of fish, maybe you'll be able to help someone get over mass trauma one day. But everybody here is healthy and happy, and none of this is really a problem. So, you know, it is what it is. It's raining, and you're out there collecting plums. I finished up some work that was satisfying. I'm rusty at organizing, but I've gotten pretty decent at appraisal. He is a very important noble dwarf who is going to get all sorts of ego trips. What the heck happened? Oh, right. This is supposed to be the chamber of things. So we'll down some more clayness here. Another wall. Cool. Miner dwarves still super busy mining away. Live fish. Prepare raw fish. This is the big thing that I need him to do. Oh, I didn't know that you knew how to do that. But that's probably because this is supposed to be set for our fisher dwarf. Okay. This still should be assigned to our planter. Farmer's Workshop will be assigned to Alchemy Fox as well. This is all your domain. Oh! Oh, this is how we milk animals. Okay. Well, that'll be fun one day. Now it looks like you're mostly bringing these plump helmet spawns over here. Did I ever make that stockpile for, aha. I need a food stockpile. Is there something as broad as food? Yes. Good. And now we've got our doors for days. So here's a door. 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 Here is a door. Here is another door. And here is a door. Used up all of our doors in that process. Now we'll also need beds, which we haven't made. We need to make more beds. Let's make many of these, please. People are busily toiling away, making all of this a reality. Too bad that the bayberry bed doesn't look nearly as nice as the red icon over there. I don't know if there's a way of making them fancier, but that is what we've got right now. And I really want to update my stockpile records, but I can't because I guess what do I need in order for my office to actually function as an office? Add making a door to the list here. Up the priority. There we go. Angry guy. 2 lovers? What do you mean? Part of the Weaponsmiths Guild? You have... I mean, you apparently have lovers. And some passing acquaintances. One of which is me. There's Zon. Kulta blah. Well, this could get dangerous. Because she has multiple lovers. Oh, we've been contemplating the fragile stunt. How do we make a place of worship? Is that something that we can do? Where? Okay, how about we do it like this? That seems fun. And here. Sand, fishing, water source, pit pond. Okay. I still don't have that. Ah. A chair or throne is required for these functions. Okay. So I'm going to put a table and a chair in there, just because that makes the most sense. Alright, if I can't make it out of rock, then I'm going to do it like this. Make a wooden table and a Actually, we already have a chair, so I'm gonna set a chair in here just so that this can actually function. But there. Let's see what happens. Quite happy to have a chair. Blissful remembering sleeping in a good bedroom. He was unhappy being cried on by an unhappy citizen. That's okay. We'll figure the rest out as we go here. A bed would be nice for most people. There is a way of, like... You're making rock mugs. Good. Good. I don't think we need this many mugs, actually. I think that last one's probably fine. But, totem? Like, how do you worship? Is that a thing that I can call about? Pop-up stocks. Zones. Goals. Meeting areas and locations. Taverns are where where residents gather to drink, socialize, tell stories, and dance. To have a fully functioning tavern, you must have a stockpile with booze in it, preferably close by. The inhabitants also like to drink from goblets, cups, or mugs. These must be stored in chests or coffers inside the tavern. Optionally, you can place tables and chairs where your residents can eat. You'll also leave a cleared space your tavern goers will use as a dance floor. If you have any musical instruments, these can also be used as a tavern by the tavern. Oh wow, this is complex. Temples are places for faithful residents to commune with their chosen deity. Upon creation of the location, you must choose which deity to dedicate the temple to, if any. Sometimes the adherents to a certain religion will demand that you build a temple to their specific deity. You can see how many worshippers of each deity live in your fortress by scrolling over their names. In the temple info menu, you can see the value of the temple. Sometimes the worshippers will demand that you increase the value of the temples by decorating or adding furniture, like statues. You can also add chests or coffers to hold musical instruments, and performers and priests. Wow. I never got that deep in it, so... So, I mean, there should be a temple designation then. Or if temple's not unlocked yet. I feel like it's that one. I don't think we're at the point where I can create temples. It doesn't feel like a thing that's really appropriate right now. Meeting areas and locations. One meeting area is sufficient, but locations can span several zones. Alright, how do I... What is... Oh, I think I see it. Is it this? No, it's a burrow. Burrows are work and living areas where citizens can be assigned. Workers will try to limit their tasks to the confines of the burrow. They will sometimes form paths which pass through other areas. Okay. Pastures and more. Ah, I understand now. Okay, so... I think I want to separate this out a little bit. Let's do a little bit of the old construction. So I'm going to do some walls so that we can actually establish this as like you know, this is an actual building. This is a space. So I'll push this out all the way here. Oh, are we out? Uh-oh. No, we got it. We still have material. Construction wall all the way over here. Claystone all. And then cancel construction. Cancel construction. We're going to do some doors right there. But I don't have doors, so we'll get to that eventually. Oh, plumwood bed. Very nice. I think officially everyone is very busy trying to make everyone else happy. Oh, she was blissful after becoming a parent. So cute. Oh, there's honeybees. Those will become dangerous soon, I think. Once we have actual bees, what is it, mid-autumn? Yeah, we're approaching winter here fast. I think we're going to be good on food and stuff, though. And look at that. I've actually brought quinoa home for some reason. Aw, I played with my pet. I'm very fond. That's cute. How do you look at stuff that's happening? The merchants have embarked. That's okay. I kind of expected they would. Oh, and it looks like the dogs that were slated to be trained into war dogs finally became war dogs. That's awesome. Stuck petrified wood and citrine. Dabbling dodger. Here. Unnecessary, but just makes sense. Now there should also be a tomb, a burial set right there, and another door. Let's get that finished. Oh, he's on to the constant bed making. He has 4 children. That's gonna be rough to deal with. I don't know what to do with families right now. We got 3 people who are not very happy, so I'm hoping that the accommodations will sort them out soon. Drinks. We're running low on drinks a bit. Some fruity drinks, eh? If we have fruit anyway. Had plums for a bit there. Oh, the mussels are rotting. Where's our fish guy? What is he doing? Workers. Anybody idle? Does this even tell me if people are idle or not? I'm just sitting here playing with my pets. There are just so many dogs coming in, man. Is quinoa considered a fruit? Is that where that ended up? Running low on drinks badly. I think I should open this up. Because I think you're just too busy to deal with this task. Strawberries, nice. All right, so people are starting to do their collection of fruit. I think we're in trouble. People are getting unhappy pretty quick here. I think the number of drink is problematic. Fish barrel. Raw trout. Yeah, we need to fix that. There's also a stray puppy in my room. I feel so good. I've just been chilling in there. Oh, and I never designated this, but this over here... Let's establish this as a tomb for you. Aft. Noteworthy enough to have all those things. So I don't know how you feel about it, but you do have it. So, you know, congrats. Tell you how you are. Well, I'll do that in a second. I just need to make sure that I get these doors in here. Needs door. Make a workshop. Why don't we have doors? I guess we're too busy making beds. So let's make sure that we got beds done. Furniture, bed. 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 Ah, that's why it wasn't working. I was like, why do I have to keep clicking? It wasn't letting me. All right, so it's BFB, BFB, BFB. There. Okay. So now we got all these beds. We can stop making beds. We can start making doors, which are always important. And now I'm going to find your dwarf, and we're going to look at how they're feeling. So, Alchemy Fox. I do feel like our population's grown. Yep, they definitely did. We have new people. Weaponsmiths. A lot of weaponsmiths have shown up. But Alchemy Fox is... You finished some work. You found it satisfying. You were blissful about sleeping in a good room. You still have some unmet needs with regard to helping people, being with friends, having martial training. Ooh, you want to be in the militia. That's good to know. I hadn't considered. We should probably do a bit of that soon, actually. I think we should do that down a step. Or even maybe up a step. Maybe on this floor it would make the most sense to have all the military stuff going on. You know, sort of a buffer. So let's start mining. And what we're going to do is mine out this way a little bit before we just splinter off and make a reasonably sized bunker area. Axe? Oh, yeah, you're right. Let's see about your axe situation. So, first of all, let's look at objects. Actually, it wasn't here, was it? It was under stocks. Axe. We look at this. View. It's still here. That's not good. These things need to get moved. Barrow rib training axe. You probably need a weapon rack. If I had to guess, that's what's missing here. You need a weapon rack upon which to set this. Oh, it's ornamental. So we're not looking for the ornamental one. We're looking for. I think you just would pick the axe up, right? If you were in the military, which will happen once we've set the militia. But I'm still building out the barracks for that so that I can form one, because you should definitely be a part of that. That reminds me that these should probably be assigned, right? Feel anything after sleeping without a proper room. Well, how would you like that to be yours? Like, I need this to be a bedroom. To make that happen, you gotta do it like this. Bam. Bam. Oh. Bedroom. Bam. Did I nail it? Did I do all of them? No, I missed this entire bottom row. Bedroom. Bedroom. There. Now, I've just got to figure out if I'm going to assign this to anybody in particular. Okay, I finally think I understand zones enough. So, for now, Cyril wants this bedroom. So, I'm okay with giving Cyril this bedroom. What? I am so confused. What do you mean about overlapping bedroom? Oh, I understand now. That's very silly that it can do that. Okay. Now it's a bedroom that can belong to someone, and it's going to go to Cyril Deglevin. Hopefully you feel something now. Alright, back up top here. This is the military space. I will designate this a barracks. They can be set to train, sleep, and store equipment there. Good. This is the barracks. Well, kind of. I should probably unpaint this. Some of this should be the barracks. The other part of it should be the archery range. Now we probably need some targets, right? Archery target. Definitely make some of these. I would say about 3 should be sufficient. Bam. And then on this end, what needs to what needs to exist? I think the weapons and armor should probably be piled here in a stockpile of sorts, probably along this bottom row. We'll call this the weapons and armor pile. Weapons, ammo, so armor, all, ammo, all, weapons, all. Probably not trap components. Okay. Now let's figure out military stuff if we can. Help me out here with that. Military. Before you can create a military, you must appoint a militia commander from the Nobles and Administrators menu. Then from the Squad menu, you can assign your first squad, led by the commander. First, you must assign the uniform. Uniform can be assigned later. The squad can be customized. You can select the leader from the buttons at the top of the squad screen. So... I am the militia commander. I don't know if I really comprehended what that just told me. And from the squad menu... Squad. Oh no, there's a peregrine falcon. Those are dangerous. Not know how to access what it's talking about. Squad menu. The squad menu. What? Is it this? It's its own separate thing. Oh wow. All the way down here. Oh wow. The world created at the beginning of the game is active, and others may take an interest in your outpost as it grows. Stolen artifacts and kidnapped citizens can be recovered by preparing missions from this screen. You can also cause trouble if you'd like to raid your neighbors. Raids are created by clicking on any site not belonging to your civilization. Wow, this is all new. I can send them out on excursions. That is so cool. So where's my fort? Elven Forest Retreat. Yeah, they have some massive elven stuff over there. So if I'm centered on my fort, that would mean I'm where? The Hoary Salves. And the Fortification of Romance. This is me. There are no missions. There's no missing citizens. Artifacts. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. This... I don't quite know where this would be taking me, but this is a steel warhammer. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. Claimed by the local family. Click to recover. Artifacts all over. But these aren't my artifacts. They're just things. News and rumors. Day's travel, a day's travel, nearly a day's travel. Human Castle of Ban traded. The Coalition of Bottling. The Aquamarine Realm. No contact. Squad menu. Here you can create squads, fill their positions, assign equipment and schedules, and give specific orders. It is recommended that you prepare a squad and get them training as soon as you can. You have no idea what's lurking out there. Create a new squad. What? Oh shit. How did that happen? How do I even fix that? Leather armor? Squad? Positions in this squad. So first of all, Alchemy Fox wants to be in it. I know that. I understand that you want... have leather armor. And you're gonna want to have a weapon of some description. Honestly, assign uniform, no uniform, custom uniform. Okay, we definitely need something better than that. Signed items, gotcha. Individual choice melee. New weapon. I'm giving you that axe that you wanted. I really don't... So this part's a little bit tricky for me to understand. I guess... Yeah, that didn't really fix the problem. Like, I can say that this is what it's doing, but... How do I fix that, man? Don't want you to have a custom uniform. Can I please change that? Armor was silly. Alright, we're getting a little convoluted here. I think I'm done for now, guys. This is a really long stream of this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the relaxing and somewhat slow nature of Dwarf Fortress. I will see you guys again Friday. We might be doing World of Warcraft. It kind of depends on whether or not my folks have recovered from their illnesses. But until then, I hope you guys have a good night. And we'll pick it up from here once next time. Hopefully with a little bit more of a clearer understanding of what the hell's going on with that squad menu. See ya.